I really had little to no interest in seeing this movie, but that's the beauty of having a wife. Today we are reviewing the movie Plane with Gerard Butler and Mike Colter. Like I said before, I had no urgent desire to see this movie. This wasn't something I was really rushing to the theaters for, but my wife wanted to see it, and I tend to not see as many movies as my wife wants to see, so I need to get better on it. We went to go see it. I did not mind this movie nearly as much as I thought I would. I actually had a pretty decent time with it. The story, as far as I'm concerned at least, doesn't really branch off too far from what you see in the trailers. There's no twists or anything. It's pretty straightforward. And I'm not really saying that as a negative. There are many sequences in this movie that build tension very well. There are really great action sequences. There are several instances involving the plane that actually managed to give you some pretty cool thrills. There was a couple sequences, one specifically at the end, where as soon as it was over, I heard people in my theater audibly like take a deep breath. And also there is a gunfight in the third act. There's something that happens, and it's never happened to me before in the movies, but the man next to me loudly went, "Holy shit!" This also is the man, let me just get this out of the way, because this dude, walking into the theater, talks about stuff you shouldn't talk about in public. Personal stuff, family stuff, leave that somewhere else. Then he sits next to me, we're in the wrong seats, his fault, and he starts making jokes with me, talking like we are in his living room and we're not in a theater where a movie's about to start. And then he sees me pull my popcorn out, and he looks over and he goes, "Huh," and then glances to his wife and goes, "Don't worry, honey, I got popcorn on this side." You're not touching my fucking popcorn, buddy. Okay? You don't know proper movie theater decorum. Learn how to act. Sit somewhere else next time, not next to me. Gerard Butler and Mike Colter both captivated me more than I thought they would. They do a great job at carrying this film, even when other areas of the film kind of fall short. They make up for that lack in quality. It took me a bit longer for Mike Colter. I don't know if it's because I really haven't seen him in too much, or if it's because he wasn't really given that much screen time up front and you kind of get to warm up to him gradually. But apart from those two and maybe one or two others, this cast really lacks character development. There isn't much to be told about many of the other passengers on the plane, and that doesn't help their case because a lot of them are dickheads just right off jump. So you don't really feel a sense to like want to see them saved. It ends up having you feel that way regardless because they're able to build around that well. Yeah, I was in no rush to really have him save this group of passengers apart from just my moral decency. A lot of components to this film were really reminiscent of 90s action thrillers like Speed and Point Break and all that. There was some really intense moments, and the runtime is, I think, an hour and 40 something minutes, 46, 47, which is perfect. I think that's very efficient for the story they're trying to tell here. There could have been a lot more filler, and you could have easily made this a 2-hour, 15-minute journey, but I think they trimmed all the fat off that really needed to be trimmed. Apart from the fact that the militia leader in this movie, he didn't really feel that threatening to me. I mean, he was a short little guy and he was kind of stocky, but I don't know. I really didn't feel it from him. I didn't feel any risk. If you are a theater person, by all means, go check this out in a theater, but I think this movie is perfect for streaming. I think it was tailor-made, so as soon as it's done with its theatrical run and it's thrown on Amazon Prime or something like that, it's just as fun of a watch in home. I can pretty much guarantee it. That was my review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Tell me what you guys thought of it. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.